Alright guys, today we're going to go back on a budget. That's right. These are going to be some sealed products for March that are great for your Pokemon portfolio and are actually in a good budget position for you guys. So once again, I'm going to continue to do this series once a month. I find this kind of nice for some of the people that are a little bit low end, someone that's just trying to get into it. Maybe gives you some ideas and some good things to be looking at while you're starting out in the Pokemon TCG for the investing in 2022. So guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and as always, hit that like button, guys. We can get 60 likes on this video. You guys are doing fantastic. We are inching ever so closely to 1,000, and possibly by the time that I do this video or it gets out, we may already be there. But in any case, we are going to be having the code word somewhere in this video for you guys, of course, to be able to take and get an extra entry into our 1,000 giveaway that we're doing here very soon. So guys, today we're just going to go ahead and break it down item by item. I'm going to start at the lowest priced item and go up to the highest priced item. And that way you guys maybe have some good potentials or ideas to be looking at to maybe be purchasing, to put away, and definitely keep an eye on it over the next few months. So guys, the first one that I am going to pull open is the Shining Fates ETB. Once again, this is a great ETB. It just came out on a reprint, which is of course pushed that pricing down, which makes it a really reasonable ETB again. So far the high of it was about $79 back in the beginning of February. We had that reprint right at the end of February, which then drove the market down to where we are today of about $50 to $52. If you look around and you really search around, there have been some sales of this from some certain online stores and things like that, selling them for around $45 to $48. I personally have not found this, but there's been many reports of this happening. So I'm guessing that that is happening out there somewhere, or it did and we just missed it. But definitely still able to get this at your local box stores in quite a bit of places. GameStops are still carrying this ETB, and they're all around that $49.99 at that point of retail. But even the secondary market is reflecting that price, that $50. Now, why do I think that this is a good investment? Well, the number one reason is because time and time again, after every reprint of this set, it continues to make a march back up. It goes all the way down to that $50 range for a couple weeks. As the supply starts to get chewed up out of the stores, it starts to get absorbed into the market. The market then returns back up and starts pushing back up towards that $75 mark. So once again, guys, some great opportunity here to maybe get in on this set. People love opening Shining Fates. Shining Fates is just about as much fun as Hidden Fates. I enjoy Hidden Fates a little bit more. Shining Fates is still a good second when I just want to pull some stuff out of there. Definitely some great pulls, some great opportunities with that shiny vault system inside of there that gives you that instant gratification of pulls inside the set. That will continue to drive this set forward, of course, because of that pull rate. It really gives people the wanting to open it, which means, of course, people are going to continue to buy it for the opportunity to do that. So next set I'm going to put on here is the Darkness Ablaze ETB. This is going to seem like the ETB show, but there's some great opportunities in them right now. Darkness Ablaze ETB is a nice ETB that just came out, of course, on reprint here about 2 weeks ago. That's why it's made this list here in March. With this ETB driving down to $50, and you can still find them at retail locations sometimes. They got chewed up pretty quickly in the last 2 weeks, but you can still pick them up at $39.95 to $39.99, depending on what store you get them at. Once again, great opportunity to get into an older ETB that maybe you never even got an opportunity to see because of the reprint or because of the initial release of this during the boom of the Pokemon back in 2020. Once again, this is probably going to be the last and will be the last opportunity to purchase this ETB because Darkness Ablaze is going out of rotation here in the next 5 months. They are not going to be reprinting more ETBs after this. This will be a one and done, finished, running out the rest of the set. I honestly don't know if we're actually going to be seeing any booster boxes from this, which may actually be the end of that also. So guys, definitely another ETB that if you're looking at completing your collection, or if you're just looking for a little bit of an investment infusion now, definitely great to jump in this. This had a high of $144 back on February 24th of 2022. As we got confirmation and actually kind of got a set date for when the actual reprint was coming, we saw this start to tumble down, of course, because of that reprint, not knowing how large it was going to be. And now the market on just about every site is about $50. So definitely check that one out if you are interested in a Darkness Ablaze ETB. ETBs, of course, are always a great secondary item to be selling for your investment. Next one I'm going to put on the list here, we're going to go with the Celebrations Premium Collection V Union with Matte. This was a special set put out during the celebrations that was just a Pokemon V Union set with the addition of the playmat, and I believe it had an extra 2 packs of celebrations inside of it. Just a little bit more emphasis on that celebrations. Now, the reason that I'm starting to bring some celebrations into this is that we have gotten confirmation from distributors that we are looking like we will not be getting very many, if not any, of these small items left now on the reprints. As we run out through the rest of the year, we have already been being told that we are going to see an ETB reprint for sure in May, but we probably will not see items like this, where there's a playmat or some of them specialty figurine items, or of course the UPCs with the gold cards inside of there, the metal gold cards. Those are going to be sets that are no longer going to be coming in. So now there may be a great opportunity to jump on these products and get onto the bandwagon on some of these kind of oddball things like this one that's still going to appeal to your Pokemon or your Pikachu collector, along with the nice celebration mat included with it and that V Union card, which has, of course, all the different Pikachus on that card. So definitely a great opportunity to jump onto that. We had a high of this one at $80 back on 12/25 of 2021, right before Christmas or at Christmas time. And since then, it's kind of retracted a little bit as the celebrations went through that last reprint, down to about $54. So it was just the celebrations kind of drew it down on the reprint. And people were also trying to sell this item, probably trying to get ready for Brilliant Stars. You know, LGSs and LCSs are trying to sell that to clear inventory out. Even some investors were getting out of it at the first of the year. And of course, this has continued to kind of drop down to where we are today. But that doesn't mean it's not a good time to actually purchase this product and put it away for yourself for the course future investors. When it comes to the Pikachu market, Pikachu is always one of them fabulous Pokemon that drives good sales and good profitability in the future when it comes to these premium collection boxes and promos. Next one I'm going to put on the list for you guys right now is the Vivid Voltage ETB. Now this one I'm going to put on the list, and my number's a little bit off on the current. Now that we, as you saw yesterday, we have confirmation that this reprint is happening. There's been a little bit of a turmoil on whether or not this was going to happen. There were reports out there that distributors were, of course, pulling back orders and saying that they were not receiving this Vivid Voltage reprint and that they were canceling it. And a lot of people took that as hey, they're canceling this reprint and it's not going to happen. Come to find out that that was not the case. Distributors have gotten this product in hand now and are going to be shipping it to their LGSs. So we will be seeing this reprint. We will be seeing this ETB in the stores in the near future. As of the first of the year, or the end of January here, we were at $103 on this ETB. Of course, once we've gotten some confirmation on the spring that this was going to be a spring release, we have seen this continue to fall and kind of come down to that $75 mark. Now, I put it on this list because regardless if this didn't get the reprint, that was going to be probably the bottom price that this was going to go. If we didn't get that reprint, it was going to probably start to go back up again because people were going to surge and try and buy these ETBs off the market because it was going to be the lowest price that we were going to see this ETB. Now that we are getting an ETB reprint of this ETB is probably going to drop down. I would think right down to that Darkness Ablaze level. We're going to see it drop down to that $40 to $50 range, and then will be a great time to get your last dibs on this. Now, there was a large allocation of this set. I think that Pokemon knew that this was going to be a high volume, high chase set, so they definitely printed enough of it. Even the distributor I've talked to says that they've gotten the allocation that they were expecting and gotten extra allocation, so that means that there's a little bit extra at every distributor for this product. So, once again, if you want to get in on Vivid Voltage, this is going to be your last chance to do it, as we are going to see no more ETB reprints of this. It's a great time to jump in at the bottom point, and from this point on, it's just going to be up as Vivid Voltage, once again, hard to believe I'm saying this, is going out of rotation here in December. Last one on the list, last thing I put on here, again, it's going to make it across on this list, is the Chilling Rain Booster Box. Now, this had a high of $93 on 2/21 of 22, And we have seen this box now kind of gone back a little bit, and everything's kind of fluctuating within $5 right now in the booster box market. And right now it's sitting at about $89 and $90. So pretty typical movement on this set right now. So we've actually increased since last time we spoke about it because it was around $86. So why do I like Chilling Reign booster boxes? Well, talking to, again, distributors out there and other people that have distributors, we've kind of poked around, and we have no sign of any reprint of this set coming. I think that, once again, this being a forgotten set and just kind of sitting there under the radar is even kind of staying under the radar of Pokemon itself. We probably will see one more reprint for sure, no matter what, somewhere along the way. So just keep that in mind. But if there is no real fighting or playability, a tournament play to this set, it may be one of them sets that gets a minor reprint as we get close to the end of its term, as it's about to go out of rotation. But until that starts to happen, definitely some great opportunities right now to get in on this box before it really starts to cross up over that $100 marks. As it crosses over that $100 mark again, it's going to become one of them sets that, you know, your profit margin is going to start to be eaten away pretty quickly. So if you're looking at doing it, now would be pretty much your last opportunity to do that, in my opinion. As this booster box continues to cross up past there, it's going to start to slow down again at some point and plateau until we really start to see that market kind of absorb and we get past the actual 2-year mark of this set, when it actually goes out of rotation, out of print, and then the stock that's left is the stock that's left. Then you'll actually might see some more movement on the set as it goes on. So, guys, this is my 5 items for you here in March of the sealed product in English. Hopefully you guys have found some value in this. Hopefully you guys can get some opportunities to see these products. Definitely, if you're looking at investment terms, this is a great time to jump in on these products. They're fantastic for your portfolios. And as always, if I did bring you some good information, hit that subscribe, guys. Hit that notify. And last but not least, hit that like button. It'd be fantastic if we can get 60 likes on this video. Of course, you guys are probably wondering, what's the code word of the day? We're just going to make it nice and easy and call it Voltage. We're going to put Voltage on this one for Vivid Voltage. Of course, I like the set. That's one of my favorite sets from the Sword and Shield era. It's not so much the hunt for cheap Pikachu. I just like that set in general, just the layout and how the cards lay out myself. But I might be odd, I might be weird, but that's just myself. So once again, Voltage is going to be our code word for this one. So good luck to anybody who puts in that extra entry. And like I said, this may be the last video that we do before that 1,000 subscriber mark. So hopefully then we'll be seeing you in a live video here shortly, where we'll be opening up Brilliant Stars and having a little bit of fun with you, the community. And thank you everybody for joining us. So if you do like this kind of content, as always, check out these 2 videos over here. I will put them up for you for your knowledge afterwards. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.